Hey everyone, just wanted to sit on the title screen here for a minute. Say what you will about this game, title screen music's pretty awesome. So, I just want to kind of speak here for a sec. I know some people aren't happy about this game being in bad game theater, and I can see where they're coming from. It's, you know, the badness of a game is completely subjective, and there's some, you know, outright terrible games out there that I like Deadly Towers. People hate that game, but I think it's pretty fun. You know, even if I do get hopelessly lost in the dungeons, I enjoy the stupid game, okay? It's you know, it's subjectively bad game theater, and I can totally see this being bad. Personally, I can also see it being enjoyable, but it's more on the bad side for me. The combat is pretty clunky, and the game feels pretty railroaded so far. Not saying it is railroaded, but I mean, thus far they're still introducing the guys, and I'm feeling like I'm on train tracks, and I can't really go anywhere else. And while they did do an okay job of, like, making the area seem alive, when you go through the same area twice, you understand that it's completely, everything is just, it plays once and that's it. And then if you leave the area and come back, everyone says the exact same things again, and I mean, that's more of a personal thing that bugs me more than anything. I mean, at least they went to the effort of trying to make it look alive, and that, you could say that much for them. I have no idea what was going on with the textures in the first few videos, though, but I did notice it in the second recording session I did. We'll see if that problem persists or not. We can hope for not, right? Anyway, let's load up save 1 here. And I have magic money that I got from a guy at the wall, even though I'm really far away from the wall. Collective party wallet, even when you're not together. "15 years since I left this place, blah 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 blah. 4 months earlier." Gotcha. Okie dokie. I am a red guy. Hey, come, take stuff from my box. I don't care. See ya. You are the sleepiest... What? Triple yawn. Multi-yawn.
River Spring is down. You, Aubrey. It's been weeks since you've been able to bring in fresh wares. There's not a hand left in town.
I'm immature. I don't care. I'm a water dancer. Let me dance in the water. What are you looking at? Ooh, moldy stone. Ooh, dirty boats. Ooh, no fish at all. There's lily pads, though.
Who will help us? If no one solves our town's problems, should we not solve them ourselves?
Endlessly amusing. Hey. Whoa. Staring contest. I guess I should talk to that dude, but... Town criers.
Forgive my boldness, noble stranger, but I cannot let you walk into certain death like that.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm not sure of the customs in the free cities nowadays, but I wouldn't dream of entering Westerer's Arm like that. And yet, As the smith labours day and night for us, it so happens that I sell the finest weapons. Blunt, cutting, perforating. You know what they say, my lord. Don't buy your blade until you know what you plan to stick it into.
Let's see this.
Tell me more about cutting weapons.
The most popular. I know of no weapon passed down through families that is not a sword, my lord, and there are good reasons for that. Cutting weapons are
you the
especially
tutorial
designed to
guy
fight
or
against
what?
light armor such as leather, and even the skin underneath. Do you need more information?
No.
I have things to do.
Don't hesitate to come back and see me in the Merchant Square. I weep to see you so ill-equipped in this town. And don't forget you'll be wanting armor. After all, no matter the weapon you face, simple clothes will not protect you.
Effectiveness of cut all weapons, clothing, cutting weapons, light armor, perforating weapons, medium armor, blunt weapons, heavy armor. Effective against armor, 15 damage bonus is awarded. Thank you. What are my? I am in swords, so I need cutting weapons. I am in need of swords. Whoa. What the? Is this the Merchant Square? I don't know where the Merchant Square is. That's the town crier.
Don't hang around here, priest.
Don't tell me what
We
to do.
don't take well to new faces round here.
I don't care. What are you gonna do about it, huh? Okay, he kinda returns to his spot if you nudge him too far.
Don't hang around here, priest. We don't take well to new faces round here.
I've heard that before somewhere.
Very nice robe you've got there.
Thank you. I like your
Must
armor.
be worth its weight in copper.
Possibly. Or at least in red leather. Red leather! Nothing to say? He's standing there like he's got something to say. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going there. What does that say? Though it's in scribble-knees, I'll ignore that, I guess. I can't read scribbles. I can read coin received, though. And I guess this is where my primary quest is, so that's that big gate I passed earlier. We can ignore that for the moment, because it's time to explore. Is that it? No, this is the other way.
Old man, you wouldn't be one of those priests of R'hllor, would you? Here we worship the Seven. Clear off.
You stand there. Do. I've got that music in my head now. Blacksmith. I need a sword. A cutting sword. That I can actually afford. I'm probably not gonna find one. Siege mace. That sounds like a reasonable thing for a priest to be carrying. I have no gold. You are overpriced. Where's that one merchant that went all tutorial on me? Potions merchant? Nah. Maybe when I have more money. Ooh, can I get a piece of... whatever? I think those are supposed to be chickens, but... Okay, I see the beaks are facing that way. Alright, I thought that was supposed to be the face, and I'm like, I think it's a chicken, but... Okay, merchant. Okay, let's go this way. There you are. You don't sell weapons. Oh, hey! The smith. I can't afford the smith, but there it is. And I went for light armor, so... I could have... No, I can't afford anything. What am I even doing? I am impressed that sword is still... molten. Especially after you did that. Also, how did you cool an entire claymore inside a small bucket of water? Well, I guess that's the reason only the bottom of the sword is still hot. Because he's only cooling the tip of it. Oh, goodness. Alright. I need to hang left. Whoosh. And it's a... Where are you going? That's a door. It's shut. Oh, okay. Let's just go to our primary quest. I can't afford anything. Oh, I did see the smith. I can't afford the smith, but I did see it. Shove you.
Halt, priest. This town is in mourning. Access to the castle is closed during the ceremony.
I'm actually here to attend Lord Sarwick's burial.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I'm under strict orders to only allow entry to close kin. With the villagers' current grumblings, we don't want to risk problems.
I am Lord Reynold Sarwick's eldest son, and I am here to attend my father's funeral.
His eldest son? Do you take me for a fool? I have been at my post for more than 5 years, and I have never once seen your face.
It has been more than 5 years since I left Riverspring. Please call on Mr. Harwin. He knows of my arrival.
Well, we'll see about that, but I doubt he'll come here for you. The ceremony's about to start. John, go find Maester Harwin.
Maester?
What is going on here? Why has John gone for the Maester?
Ryman, it's me, Alistair.
Several hells! Alistair? Graydon, I told you only family. That excludes peasants, dogs and cravens who abandon their families.
We're a priest,
You blame me for leaving, but this is not the time for anger. I've come to bury my father, Ryman, not to fight with you. In honor of the past, allow me to go and pay him my respects.
Very well, you may go. Out of respect for your father.
Alistair, I knew you would come.
Maester Harwin, it's a pleasure to see you again.
The pleasure is shared. 7 gods, you have changed so much. 50 years. I had help from my contacts in Bravos to inform you of your father's death. The funeral will be in the Godswood. The ceremony has already begun.
Why is it not held at the Sept?
It would be if it were not in ruins. Riverspring is suffering on all fronts, I fear. Let us go now.
Okie dokie.
Come with me, Alistair. Let us speak as we walk.
What happened here,
I'm in
Maester?
walk mode now.
How could my father allow things to get to this point?
You know, after you left, Lord Reynold changed. He began to live more and more in the past, and stopped taking care of his duties. Your sister quickly found herself managing more than she should have.
Eliana helped my father govern?
Well, these last few months, she's practically run the house herself. In spite of her efforts, she was unable to slow the inevitable ruin of her lands without a lord. But all is not so dark. Many of your father's vassals remain faithful to their oath. They have all come to the burial in order to honor his memory. We will speak of all this again after the ceremony. Let us make haste,
recap, I
beg
guess.
of you.
Okay. The Godswood. Ears acting up. Using the dog to rip out a foe's throat beats others can now detect you more easily. No kidding. You mean ripping out a throat isn't silent? Who would have thought? Hello, lady. You're
Hello,
probably...
Red Priest.
Yep, sibling.
I'm Lady Eliana Sarwick, daughter of the late Lord Sarwick. You are just in time for the ceremony. Were you close to my father?
You have changed much in 15 years, little sister.
Alistair, why have you returned? We don't need you here.
Harwin told me of father's death. It was my duty to come.
15 years without any news. And he had to die for us to see you again. You would have done better to stay where you were.
I do not doubt that my departure was difficult for you.
Difficult? To say the least. Your disappearance was our father's ruin. Do you know how long I cried after you left? And how long I hoped for news of you?
I am sorry. I left Westeros without once turning back, it's true. I understand your reaction. It must have been unbearable for you, but I had to leave. Know that I never forgot you.
That's easy for you to say. And you should know that we here learn to live very well without you.
I understand your reaction, Eliana.
I doubt it. Go pay your last respects to father. We will speak later.
Everyone's angry.
Eternal outcast, now guide you to the Father, and may he judge you fairly and deliver you from the torments of the seven hells.
Dad looks pretty
Who
tough.
is that man? I believe that is the elder Sarwick, the one who disappeared. He has certainly changed, but I recognize him.
Uh-oh, chin rubbing. That's not good. Interesting. That must be a cultural thing. Priests of red robes like to make out with corpses. Totally understandable, right? I don't know. Slap him? Yell at him? Everyone's leaving like, I can't believe you
How
did
could
that.
you desecrate our father's body that way?
I desecrated nothing. I performed the final kiss, the tribute that priests of R'hllor pay to the dead.
You may be a red priest, but you should respect the beliefs of Riverspring.
I did not intend to be disrespectful, little sister.
Do not think that it is easy for me to speak with you after all this time.
Please, Eliana, listen. I left Westeros without a goodbye, and you have every reason to be angry with me. 15 years ago, the war that King Robert Baratheon fought to claim the throne forced me to commit deeds which haunt me still. The very idea of returning to you was too painful. I did the only thing left for me to do. I left and began a new life elsewhere. Not long ago, I received a letter from Maester Harwin telling of Father's death. I could no longer hide myself. It was time to confront my past. What I regret the most, Eliana, is that by fleeing to the other side of the waters, it is you whom I wounded.
All these years, I have thrown a veil over your memory. And you return at the moment when everything is in turmoil. I must be alone for the moment. I will see you later, Alistair.
Take your time, little sister. I understand.
Alistair, Maester Arwen would like to speak with you. He awaits you in the castle courtyard. And if I may add, you should be ashamed of that kiss during the ceremony.
My thanks, Ravella. I shall go and see him.
Everyone's so freaking edgy. Dad looks pretty tough, though.